Hey, hey, what's happening?
Yep, for some fun in the sun.
Check it out.
Let's get in the water.
You got seagulls, sandpipers,
Clams and oysters.
all here in the Ipswich Bay, Massachusetts.
Let's go! Hi, I'm Captain Rick.
I'm Hannah.
On today's adventure,
We're going canoeing.
yay!
There are no easy days. There are no hard days. Just days we are blessed to live and enjoy. I'm here with my friend Michael Foote from Foote Brothers Canoes. Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you, Rick.
Tell us all about this beautiful place.
Well, this is the backyard of the house I grew up in. The house my parents, Harold and Rose Foote, bought back in the very early 1950s. After a couple of years of sitting here looking at the river, my dad came up with the idea of renting canoes up and down the river.
Cool.
You know, as a way to make extra money on the side. He was actually, I'm not sure if he started working for NASA or what became NASA at that point, but
Right.
for extra money, he just rented a few canoes, and it actually turned out to be, you know, the family's primary income over NASA.
Kept you guys busy also, right?
Oh yeah, we all, I'm one of 10 siblings, and we all started working here before, you know, junior high school age.
I know, I was a little kid here running around. I had so much fun with the older brothers and sisters. It was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun when you grow up on a river like this, you know, we were swimming and at a very early age, just playing in the river like it was, you know, our own personal swimming pool.
I remember having lots of spaghetti at your family table. It was great. Your mom always had people for company.
Yeah, dinner meant, you know, spaghetti meant a pot this big.
Right.
Every time, right? So, yeah, no doubt.
Cool.
And sure, being one of 10, all growing up in the same town.
You got your fingers still, right?
I got my fingers, yeah. So everyone in town knows, if they didn't come here and have dinner, they knew someone who did. Or,
Right.
You know, everybody. And I always got, oh, you're a Foot, you know, and then the eye roll.
Right,
whatever,
okay,
you know, so,
right.
Yeah.
Because also you used to have some great concerts here, and your brother Stephen used to have Footstock.
Yeah, we had a few humdingers here with the stage right over there. The Fools, you know, local legend, the Fools.
Right.
Cars played at some of these parties.
All the local Duke and the Drivers and
Yeah.
stuff. It was great.
Yeah, it was.
So much fun.
That's how I grew up, you know, and that's what I saw, you know, before I was 10 years old, and I thought it was normal, you know.
Right,
and everybody
yeah.
must have big concerts in their backyard.
Right.
You know?
Way cool.
Yeah.
So you also have more family generations and all?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I have probably, at last count, somewhere around 30 nieces and nephews.
Wow.
And even my nieces and nephews have kids, and
Right.
you know, a couple dozen of those. Yeah.
Right. So is there about 100 in the family or close to that?
Yeah. Christmas is a busy event. You
I
know,
imagine.
a crowded event, and it's fun. You know, they come in from a few different spots outside of New England, and you know,
That's cool.
it's great to have a big family, and you know, we grew up here, and I was also a great part of it. You know.
Yeah.
Ipswich is a great town, I think, and
Oh,
it's
wonderful.
a nice little slice of Ipswich right here,
Nice and peaceful and comfortable.
no doubt.
So Michael, tell us a little bit about the dam you got back over here.
Well, the dam here was built in the early 1800s, just before the Civil War, to power a textile wheel. The structure you can still see in the woods over there is where they had the sluiceways, and the waterway still runs all along here. There's foundations and stuff you can see. And this mill was used to make woolen socks at its peak. And these woolen socks were used for the troops during the Civil War.
The northern troops?
For the northern troops during the Civil War.
Cool.
And it actually gave them a great advantage when they were doing their troop movements or battles in really cold weather. The South came with their cotton socks, which when they got wet, they were a detriment.
Yeah.
But the northern troops had the woolen socks made right here because of this structure right behind me. And it boded well for the northern troops.
Nice. Well, that's really nice. That's really cool.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Cool. So we're going to introduce your daughter now,
Yeah.
Lila.
Okay, this is Lila. This is my youngest daughter and the youngest grandchild of my parents, Harold and Rose Foote. Represent the next generation of Footes to bring the canoe business and the kayak business into the 21st century. So What do you think, Lila? What do you think of this place?
I think it's pretty nice. There's lots of nature and places like paths to go down in the river and lots of canoes so you can pick.
Nice.
It's pretty historical too, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's lots of history of people and places like the fish well.
Well, it's the fish ladder that they put
Fish
in
ladder,
back in the 60s and all that. I remember when they put that in. It was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you look forward to visits here at Nana and Grandpa's house?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, and seeing your cousin Ethan. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great place to grow up. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
It's a,
way
it's
cool.
a nice little personal playground for the next generation, and hopefully they carry the torch. You know,
Yeah.
that's good.
Thank you very much, dear. This was cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Michael. This was wonderful. Ready to go canoeing? You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, cool.
All right,
let's
let's go canoeing.
All right. Here we are going by the last beaver dam, coming up on Tugus's Pit, home of the old ice house. The ice house was famous, basically. It burned down in 1954, and before that, all the area people got ice from that and had the refrigeration. A couple of pictures show how they used to harvest it, load it back into the ice house, and the rest is history. That was a beautiful canoe ride up on Foots. The dinner bell that they have at the end reminds me that we still need to go to the beach and see if we can find some sea clams. Here we are on Cranes Beach. Beautiful day, the water is warm. I'm out here trying to get some sea clams. One of the first things I do is I check out basically on the high tide where the shells are. Once I know where that is, I usually go at the low tide area and go poke around. What I'm doing is I'm using a sea clam fork, or basically a hay fork, and I poke around in the sand looking for the sea clams. They're about an inch or two underwater. My friend Jimmy uses another method. He uses his feet. That's okay, he loves to hang out in the water. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to dig a little hole and going to get ready to clean the sea clams. So the reason why we dig the hole, because we don't want to give all this bait to the seagulls. We'd rather feed the fish later on. So dig a little hole without breaking the thing, which is the toughest thing to do. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I stick that in there. Have my trusty butter knife. The reason why I use a butter knife, have all my fingers. I don't want to slice them off. First thing I do is I take the butter knife, put it where the tongue is. There's two different spots. There's a tongue and a back part. Put it in there and I cut the abductor muscle. Back that way there. Cut this way here. Without cutting my fingers off. And what I do is I take the tongue, slice that off. Put that in my little bag. Then I take the abductor muscle, the sweetmeats in here is what we call them. Those right here, that's sushi. That's delicious. Push them back like that. Take the butter knife, slice it along. Put that over that way there. Push this back again, all the guts out of the way. Take the little sweet meat, stick it right there. Like a lot of people, what they do is they take all these guts and they clean them all up. And they eat that also. But to me, I don't like eating guts. Guts are like, ugh. So what I do is stick this back in the water, get ready to feed the fish. Take another one, right where the tongue comes out, put the butter knife in that way there. You have to work it a little bit. It's not very easy to do because these guys don't want to surrender. But these are nice sized clams. Now the size clams, the legal size clams are 4.5 inches and above. Get a nice little tongue on that one right there. Slice that out. Go back and get the sweet meats again. Like a lot of times we'll use these up, put these in, better these in flour and fry them all up for a minute. They're delicious. Now the sweet meat. Oh, these clams are beautiful. By the way, this is one of my favorite things to do in the world. Go get free food on Cranes Beach. Stick that back in there. Also put them upside down so no kids or anybody will step on them. We don't want to hurt anybody down the road. Stick it in again. Get the muscle, sweet meat area. Around that way. Now, sometimes a lot of these clams, they come, some of them are black, some of them are white. These are a combination too. Some of them are white over this, some of them are black over this way here. Just depends on what kind of sand they're sitting in. So that's like that. Oh God, these are gonna be delicious. Can't wait to have a bite of this in a second. I got a few volunteers who can't wait to have a bite of sushi. All right, that one cleaned up. Put in here, stick it in the last one. Into where the tongue comes out, work it in, come back out around again. Now I put this against my foot a lot of times just so I can help brace it. I need 3 hands, but that's going to use as my hand. So, got like that, sweet meat. And then when we catch up with my mom later on, do the cooking part, we'll explain how we're going to cook these things. Well, that was wonderful. We got some great sea clams on the beach. Now we're going to go hook up with my mom, see if we can cook them up. You ready? Let's go. I just got back from the beach. I'm here with everyone's favorite Meme Cappy, and I brought you a present.
What'd you bring me?
Brought you some sea clam tongues and some sweetmeats.
Oh, can we make them?
We're going to make baked stuffed sea clams.
Oh,
will you show us how?
Yes, I will.
Oh, hand me those crackers over there and we'll mash them up.
All right.
All right.
Here are the crackers.
Over here. These are the crackers right here. All
Where's
right.
the masher? You got
I got it right here. Let me mash these up.
Yay.
Look at that. Okay. Those are all done. We'll put those aside right over here for now.
Yeah.
The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to grind up some onions in our machine.
It's so easy to do with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the old days, we used to have a grinder. Right.
These, honey?
One more minute. Oh, shut that off. We'll put this, let me put the crumbs in here.
Okay.
All right, dump that in here.
Yeah.
And then we'll put this where we normally put stuff behind us. Dump in the butter. We're going to take a little bit of chopped garlic. Put about a half a teaspoon of that in it.
That's different. Yeah.
Well,
that's going to be good with a big stuffed
We do things a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to turn it around?
Of course I want to do that.
All right.
When do you put the clams in?
Well, as soon as I put the onions. So let me
Okay.
just take care of that. Put those right here, the extra ones.
Oh, it smells good, Ricky.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to dump the onions in.
Yeah.
Do that. Got the little thingy here. Nice and squished in there.
You want these next?
Well, we're going to do that in a second. We got this over here. Why don't you keep mixing
Okay,
that up?
I will. Yeah.
And then I'm going to put the clams in next.
Yeah.
As I figure out how this all works.
Oh,
Seems like I forget every time I
that
use one.
smells good.
Now we'll start putting the clams in.
Yeah.
All right, keep mixing it up
Are
here.
these clams too?
Yeah, all the above.
Wow. Yeah. Mixing, mixing, mixing.
Now hold it. Let me just get this out.
How long do these take to cook?
Oh, about 20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Now we have to mix again.
Right, let me take this stuff out.
Did we put all this stuff in already?
We're going to get most of that. We haven't put the bell pepper in yet, so let me squish
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff in.
All right.
Now remember the bell peppers, those little sweet little things,
Yeah,
the little
the red ones.
treasures.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
okay, then
wow.
you can,
And you dug these clams, right?
oh yeah, just a little
Thought
while
it was
ago.
for free.
I know, free food, I love it.
Yeah.
And we're having a little bit of bell pepper.
Yeah.
Cappy's going to mix in there.
Yeah.
Then one of the final ingredients we put in a little bit of sour cream to keep it nice and moist. If it's not moist, it's a little dry.
Yeah.
You don't want that. Oh, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, fat teaspoon. So that works good.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move this stuff up here out of the way a little bit.
Yeah. The way. Yeah.
I'm going to start spraying all the shells.
Yeah.
Because if you don't spray the shells, they kind of
They
stick.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I got about 5 of them. We'll try that.
Good. Mmm.
Now, these are the shells that we dug the other day on the beach. Well, this is one of the fun parts of living in Ipswich. Having all these great recipes and all the free food.
That's right.
All right, so
There you
ready? I'm
go.
gonna load these
Yes. What are you going to put them in? You want a dish or something?
No, just put them on the side for now until we pop them in the oven.
Yeah.
So just kind of
We should've-
generously put them
We
in.
should have got a big pan to put them in.
Yeah,
or
we'll put them
something.
in a minute.
Yeah.
Just generally fill them up.
Yeah.
So some of the big shells, some of the small shells.
Oh, that's going to be so.
Oh, these are one of your favorite dishes, isn't
And
it?
we can have our tomatoes that live
That
up
grow
there.
up-
We
yeah,
can have some with it.
That's the best thing
Free
about
tomatoes.
Right, free food.
Yeah.
When we used to go out in the boat with Dad,
I
he used
know.
to say,
Free lobsters.
right, well, we used to come back and where's the fish? We didn't get any fish. He used to say, well, quit fishing for beer cans in the cooler. Bring back
Oh,
some
wow.
food.
Yeah.
So that's what we learned as kids, to bring back food.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to go to the fish store.
Okay.
Look at that, it worked out really good. I got a
Really?
little butterfly right here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's a little hanging out the table. He's
Oh,
hungry.
neat.
All right, so
Just perfect, right?
yeah. All right, we'll go pop these in the oven. See you in a second. All right, here you go, my
Oh,
Cappy.
wow. Oh, my goodness, Ricky. That smells so
All
good.
right. Well, thank you very much for showing us this great recipe, Ipswich recipe, baked stuffed sea clams.
And thank you for helping me cook.
Thank you very much. See you
Yay.
next time.
See you next time.
Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Love ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.